I'm Spooner Oldham and I play keyboards, mostly piano and organ, and in a lot of cases Wurlitzer electric pianos.
I'm Mark Narmore, and I'm basically a songwriter, and been around the Shoals my entire life, and do a little piano playing too. I guess we blame that on Spooner. I sort of picked that up from him, and picked up some of his licks too, I think.
I think the first instrument I learned a little few chords was probably a mandolin. And then I was picking cotton one day, Center Star. And back then you could pick cotton for like $3 100 pounds. And on a weekend I'd make a few spending money. So my buddy over here in the next row, he's picking that sack dragging back there. Says, I got a guitar. I want to sell it. What you got, Bill? It's a Stella. How much you want for it? $12. I said, I'll take it. Then, that's the way I wouldn't say accidentally, but fatefully found the piano, and somehow able to transfer a little information, chords, and mandolin guitar pretty quick once I found C note.
When I was 5 or 6 years old, my aunt Merle was remodeling her house and sent her old upright piano to my mom's house, to our house, and started tinkering on it and found that I could play songs by ear. It just sort of came natural. For me, it was, I never learned to read music, and I sort of just developed over a 10-year period of between ages 5 and 15 of just practicing a whole lot and getting good, learning by ear. I was very much impressed with that and wanted to follow and be a part of Muscle Shoals and what was going on musically. There's always a soulfulness about Spooner and just about Muscle Shoals in general. You can't exactly put a finger on it, but there's definitely a churchiness and a bluesiness, a soulfulness.
Yeah, I got sort of mesmerized early about the spirit of a band and the music in a room. So convergence to me to the record studio is almost natural in the sense that I'm used to bands, I've heard them all my life. And it's sort of like somebody asked Ron Howard once what he thought about child acting. He said, well, I thought everybody was. That's sort of the way I grew up, thinking everybody had a band in their house,
Muscle Shoals sound from the 60s, all the way through the 80s and 90s. There are definite similarities, but when I think Spooner and David Hood back in the days, the kick drum and the bass were accentuated. It was some bottom going on, Mm-hmm. And it was a little bit not ragged, but just enough that's good for feeling. The snare drum sometimes a little bit lazy on the back end of the 2 and 4, a little bit lazier. As the 70s came along, that bass and that funkiness is still there. People are playing in different places. They're feeling it. It's like it's coming out of your soul. Most of the Muscle Shoals sessions pretty much were head arrangements where the musicians would have a chord chart, a number chart, and pretty much make up your own arrangement. Seems like a lot of musicians around here, songwriters, we all have it. We're all connected. We're all a little bit different around here musically, but there's something that unites us, and I think it's that there's a funkiness in the music.
I think it's an ongoing music tradition that hopefully won't die here anytime soon, It's the aspiration to do good things, I think, is seated in everyone's heart and mind, and how do you put it all together to make it happen I think you just got to be patient.